Hey folks, Cornell with YouTubeFISHINGVIDS. I'm being redundant, and happily redundant, because if you see what I'm dealing with out here, it is insanely slick, it is insanely beautiful, it is ridiculously in the middle of November and about 70 degrees, and I got the Ned rig out again because it works. Look at this fish, guys. First fish of the day after an arsenal of every kind of fall bait you can possibly want to throw to entertain yourself, from jerk baits to crankbaits to hair jigs. The Ned rig, guys, my finesse, crazy pressured little Seneca Lake, did it again. The only difference is, out of the last couple videos where I did the Ned rig, PB&J, isn't that pretty? Ultra clear, guys, ultra slick. I went as finesse as I could. That actually is the 1/5 of an ounce jig head. That's that Z-Man mushroom head, guys. And you gotta love the Ned rig. When it's fall and it's transition time, or if it's turnover time where the lake's just getting itself ready to go into the fall to winter pattern, break out this Ned rig, guys. It works great. Let's see how many more we can get right on the weed lines, right off a point. You never know how big they are until they come up on the Ned rig, guys. It's not a huge one. It's a nice little fish, though. Number 2. Boy, what a tough day, I'll tell you. But this Ned rig is a lifesaver. Had a few videos out on this Ned rig, and this just happens to be another one. There's another nice fish. I love it. All right, so I'm off a point. Weed lines and points, you know, 57-degree water. That's actually gone up a degree or two with this warm day. So yeah, PB&J today instead of green pumpkin like a few. Just nice chunky fall bass, real chilly. Folks, as I toss this Ned rig, I want you to take a look at what's going on right here. Take a look at the surface of this lake. I think the lake's turning over. And if you guys don't know what that means, you know, in the fall, there's a phenomenon called the turnover. And basically what's happening is the lower levels of water are mixing with the surface water. They're basically turning over and swapping sides. So all the muck on the bottom, the decomposing matter, all kinds of stuff that's on the bottom is coming to the top, and all the layers are mixing. Fish are just basically going into shock. They really have no idea what's going on, and it happens in a short period of time. So generally, in simple terms, it makes fishing tough, you know, for a short period of time. Things will start to stabilize. If you're in that situation, you start to see a normally clear lake have a whole bunch of junk and muck on the surface. Sometimes it actually smells bad. So you'll really know with those signs that the lake's turning over, and just deal with it, get through it, and get ready to throw some of those awesome fall baits after it's all stabilized and things will get back to normal. In the meantime, the Ned rig is on. All right, and since that bite is so slow, this might be a good time to go over the arsenal I got here for my Ned rig. Gone over this before. A lot of new subscribers, guys. I really appreciate you joining the channel here. Just to go over exactly what I'm doing, I do it in a lot of my videos, and I'd already done this in my most recent video, but I'm going to go over it again in case you guys haven't seen it. So the rod, it's my Drop Shot Special by Luz, the custom speed stick. So that's a 6'10", medium light action extra fast taper, really light rod, Shimano CI4 2500 series reel. With that, I got it spooled up with SX1 Sunline braid, 10-pound test, and in recent videos I actually had a top shot of 5-pound test because I was using this rod to throw a spy bait as the geese fly. Appreciate that, guys. And basically I took that off, so I'm actually doing the leader situation. So I got 10-pound test braid going to an Albright knot that I use, and that's 6-pound test InvisX Seagar. So that's all that is. I may have gone over that already, but there's that really cool, the sun's pretty awesome, check that out. That's the PB&J TRD Z-Man, and that's a 1/5 ounce Z-Man shroom head. That's their mushroom head they have for their TRD, for any type of Ned rig setup that you want to do. So there's the arsenal, guys. Get this thing out there. If it's a turnover, if it's slow, if it's pressured, if it's clear, springtime, summer, fall, Ned rig is unbelievable. You saw it in the last video, just playing on the shoreline at a highly pressured reservoir up in the mountains I was doing. This thing kills it. It's not killing it today, but with the conditions, to have 2 bass already, I'm pretty darn happy. So let's go at it. Let's keep at it. Let's see if we can catch another bass. Folks, I don't know that you've ever seen my seat set up like this, and I'm going to tell you why that seat's set up in a second, because check this out. Wait till you see what I caught it on, and wait till you hear how I caught it. I'm cruising back, full speed, full tilt with my Minn Kota trolling motor, 55 thrust, and I'm trolling. I'm actually trolling a little shad wrap type bait. This happens to be a little bad shad, a bad shad by by Berkeley. Look at that little beauty in a bluegill pattern. Isn't that awesome? So I got that trolling behind my boat, and I get whacked by a little bass. I mean, full speed. So who knows? Maybe I should have been throwing that all day. There's my dink for the day. We'll call it my turnover dink. Right here on my way back to the ramp, guys. Ned rig strikes again. All right, right in some weeds, right over here by the boat rental area. Let's see how many more before that sun dips. Oh, back-to-back casts on the Ned rig. Hope it's not a little dink fest. Uh-oh, it might be a little dink fest over here. That's okay though. I'm getting my line tugged. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no. Yes, it is. What do we have here, guys? No, I'm not gonna cook it. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. That crappie is going back. How fun is that? Ned rig catches everything. All right, crappie. Couple bass, that's awesome. Let's keep going. That's 2 casts in a row, a bass and a crappie. What's next? What have we got here? There's another little bass. No, it's another little crappie. Uh-oh. They're kind of small. You know, Maryland, there's no size limit, and you can keep 15 of them, 30 possessions. So, yeah, if I had someone that wanted them, I could have probably kept a couple crappie today. But there's crappie number 2 in that beautiful sun, and those beautiful fish. All right, like I said, Ned rig catches them all. Let's see what's going on. Again, just working a rocky point here and some weed lines, and every time it breaks away from the weeds, something wants to suck it in. Oh, what do we got here again? Let me see what we got. Another little crappie. Holy crap. This little Ned rig is picking up some crappie tonight. Now, nothing big, but that's pretty awesome. So I got some fish going on. We got some numbers now thanks to the Ned rig. Another beautiful little crappie. The sun has dipped. I've got a couple more casts. Let's see what happens. Oh, and guys, that's gonna do it. That would have probably been the biggest fish of the day. We're gonna go ahead and call that. Guys, the sun has dipped, the sun has set, probably on one of the most beautiful nights, I think, of 2016. Just absolutely beautiful fall day, mid-November. Tough fishing conditions, but it wasn't a washout. So I ended up with a couple fish. It's been great. I've got rutting bucks chasing does in the woods behind me. This is just an absolutely great night. So guys, as always, I'm really happy you joined me. I really appreciate you subscribing, and until we meet again, over and out.